As a couple million federal employees are bracing for what a RIF is going to look like, there's a few of you wondering, can you volunteer? It's an interesting question and one that I think we need to explore today. So if you're wondering if you can volunteer for a RIF, today's episode is for you. Hi, I'm Chris Kowalik of ProFeds, and welcome to the Fed Impact Podcast, where we offer candid insights on your federal retirement. So this is an interesting topic. Can you volunteer? And the answer is yes, kinda. I won't say it's everybody can volunteer, but there are some voluntary actions that you can take. So I do want to contrast this with the deferred resignation offer that was made back in January. That was a voluntary option to be able to leave and have all that extra pay through September 30th and all of that. That ship has sailed, so there's no more volunteering for that. However, when we think of you volunteering for a RIF, what you can volunteer for is an early out or a VERA, and then also a voluntary separation incentive payment or the cash buyout called a VSIP. You're able to do that because the V in both of those acronyms stands for voluntary. So if your agency offers an early out and they offer a cash buyout or either one of those and you take them, that is your way of volunteering for the RIF. Okay? What you can't volunteer for is a discontinued service retirement or a severance pay, just a flat, you get nothing kind of deal. Okay, so you're going to have to wait for this process to play out to see if you're really on the chopping block and if you're asked to leave. Okay, so unfortunately, there's not a lot of great opportunity to volunteer, but there are those two programs with the VERA and the VSIP that might allow you to do so. So I hope that this has been helpful, maybe not what you wanted to hear, but for those of you trying to make this simpler for your colleagues, if you perhaps have some other opportunities, certainly a way that you could consider participating in the RIF by volunteering through a VERA or a VSIP. Of course, you're always free to leave government service and go pursue some of those other options, but maybe not what you were expecting. All right, so hopefully this has been helpful to you. To stay connected to us, I hope that you will subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening to that podcast, as well as get connected with us on email so that we're able to keep you updated on all of these things that continue to change. So you can pull out that phone, text the word podcast to 224-444-6144, and we will get connected right away. You'll have access to all the tools and resources that we have from our workshop, webinar replays, podcast episodes, articles, all the things that you have instant access to on our site. All right, thank you so much. We'll see you at the next episode.